Polyphenols found broadly in multiple fruits and vegetables. It's very difficult to avoid them unless you avoid eating fruit and vegetables. What this shows is just over time our intake of these polyphenols, these plant-based nutrients, has decreased as time has moved on. Very interesting rodent this, the naked mole rat. Naked, obviously, because it has no fur, and they live underground. Now, unlike its sister, the normal rat, which lives 2 to 3 years, the naked mole rat, does anybody know how long they live? On average, 31 years. Now, they have engaged the minds of anti-aging scientists because we want to know what is it about this rodent that makes it, allows it, if you like, to live so long compared to normal rats. And we think we know the answer. What these rats have is they have this pathway called NRF2. Now you're thinking I've just broken into German, but I haven't. NRF2 is a pathway inside all of our cells that is responsible for cell defense. So what this NRF2 pathway does, it's a protective pathway that causes the production of all our cells' antioxidant defenses. So in other words, stopping free radical stress, stopping and reducing oxidative stress. So these rats, these naked mole rats, have this pathway highly upregulated. Not only do they live long, but they have, compared to normal rats, far less cancers, far less cardiovascular disease. Do you see the connection? Yep. Now here's the good news, folks, is that this NRF2 pathway, guess what, is also upregulated and stimulated by certain plant nutrients. And I'll show, here's this slide just shows polyphenols, again, quercetin, curcumin, have all been shown to stimulate NRF2 pathway. So what that will translate into is better aging, less oxidative stress, less inflammation. And there you see at the top, every day, up to 1 million DNA assaults occur because of this free radical or oxidative stress. So this NRF2 pathway is responsible for defending our cells against that oxidative stress. That's just showing there's a lot of interest in researching polyphenols in brain degeneration, and that's the pathway that we think is involved. Really interesting. This is just showing you that when you talk about polyphenols, we're talking about multiple actions. And polyphenols are not one compound. There are more than 7,000 different polyphenols in nature, all found in plant foods. So, I don't know if that's my water actually, but I'm drinking it anyway. So polyphenols, look, so they stimulate the metabolic pathways, they stimulate NRF2, which is our oxidative stress pathway, and they stimulate NF-kappa B, which is our inflammatory part, reducing inflammation. They have multiple effects which are relevant to the aging and degenerative process. I think you're getting the gist of this. Now here's a mouse which has been fed a polyphenol called resveratrol, which some of you will have heard of. This one, they've both been fed high-fat diets. Same high-fat diet. This mouse which had the resveratrol didn't get fat, this one did. So here's an example of how resveratrol stimulated its mitochondria, upregulated the metabolic pathways, and stopped it getting fat. When you put the right nutrients in, these are the benefits that we can get.